Hello everyone, welcome to the Albert and Billy Show.
Hi folks.
Here on Channel 18, BTC Fiber TV, BTC Fiber YouTube, WUAT Radio. Hello everyone, we're glad all of you guys are here with us today. And how you doing today, Papa?
I'm getting ready for the rain.
Yeah, I know, that's a bummer.
I've been watering my tomato plants and my flowers.
Really?
And I would like for God to do his share.
Oh, okay. Well, Papa, you're wanting some rain, aren't you?
Yeah.
Well, you think it's going to cool it off a little?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, then yeah.
Two or three degrees.
Trust me, folks, it's nowhere near enough. I know we got people watching all over, the country and world, really, but let me tell you, here where we are in Tennessee, it is hot, isn't it?
90.
High humidity.
90 is probably average, don't you guess?
Yeah, this week has been brutal. It's been brutal.
But I think we'll see about 87 later.
Yeah, well, that's better than 90. Not much, but a little bit. I want to wish a happy birthday today. I bet there's more, but this was sent to me just a while ago. And there's one tomorrow, too, that we'll say. But happy birthday today to Wanda McGee. Wow, Papa, right on cue. I can't believe it. It's literally raining, folks. It was not raining. After Papa said that, it rained.
Boom.
God heard me.
He really did. That is crazy. That's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
I don't know if I've ever seen that
I
happen.
have a few things I need to ask God for me. Can you
Yeah, for real. We'll just go to Papa with them now.
Well, Elijah said, don't let it rain for 7 years, I think it was. And then he said, let it rain.
And it did.
And it did, didn't it?
did.
Yeah. Well, you had an Elijah moment right there then, for sure. That was crazy.
Oh, that's wild.
I was wishing a happy birthday. I got sidetracked. Want to wish Miss Wanda McGee a happy birthday today. So happy birthday, Wanda McGee. Hope you're having a great birthday today. That's from all of us here on the Albert and Billy Show here at WUAT. And also tomorrow, happy birthday to Danielle Turner. Happy birthday, Danielle. Hope both you ladies have a great birthday.
Tuesday, the first day of June.
Okay.
Miss Martha Sue Brown will celebrate her 101st birthday.
Oh, that's big then. That's
and
big.
I would like to encourage people to send her a birthday card. If you get it in the mail now, with the holiday coming up Monday, she might get it by Tuesday.
Probably.
Her address is 92 Washington Avenue.
92 Washington Avenue, Pikeville, Tennessee.
And she's
37367.
She's 101 years old.
Tuesday the 1st. I'm gonna write 101 here too.
Wow.
I'm gonna put 101 years young. That's what I'm gonna put.
You don't meet many centenarians in your lifetime.
No, and we were talking about two just a while ago. Her, Martha Sue Brown, and Miss Elizabeth Robinette. That's two that I know. I also know, I can't think of the other woman's name that is at the senior center. They had her 100th birthday like 3 or 4 years ago, and she's still alive.
Yeah,
I just can't think of her name at the moment, but she would be like probably 104 now.
Miss Robinette, I think I was her pet.
Oh, I know he was, Dale. Daryl, I'm telling you. Every time I see her, she brags on Papa, how good of a student he was.
She would brag on me. I'll tell you what, it didn't matter where she met me, she would start talking about me. And Miss Martha Sue and her husband was always good to me. When I brought my children for Halloween, they wouldn't just hand you whatever they had. They would take me in their house and give me stuff for my kids out of their private privy.
Oh.
And every year when I got ready to leave and go on a vacation, Sam Brown would fill up my car with gas.
Oh, and that was her husband, correct?
Sam Brown. He was mayor at one time, but they had the
Oh,
Ford
okay.
Motor Company right there where the ice cream shop is.
No way.
That was the Ford Motor Company.
That building?
Wow.
That building. And then beside the buildings where they did the painting, and I went to school with Leon Johnson. Leon Johnson would pump gas for them, and George Hankins was their man.
It's
and
so cool to hear him tell stories of the. We'll have to do another episode of that when you. One time we had him.
I get carried away.
Well, one time we had an episode just on that, on how it used to be, the good old days, and people loved it.
Well, I'll
Loved
tell you
it.
something that you told me the other day was the mail truck that the pig gave away. And you said it was outside of town out there, so I started looking for it.
It's up
And I seen it.
Yeah.
I seen it out there. I've seen it a million times. I've been by there a million times.
It's
Oh,
on,
I just never really thought, you know,
Apparently, I haven't
it's
either.
the coolest little. It's
it's
an
on,
old,
on 127, right before you get to the 9 Mile crossing.
right
Oh,
It's on the right, and it's parked in somebody's
in the
yard.
front yard.
okay.
And the goodness gave it away as a gift, a gimmick. It was
Long
an
time
old
ago.
vehicle, but everybody
Those-
wanted it.
Those
bet.
vehicles go 5 million miles. They don't even.
They must.
It was in good shape then,
Yeah, I'm sure.
but it really attracted a lot of business.
Did y'all give it away in the 80s?
Well,
Or
Goodness
90s.
bought us out in '82, so I'd say it was in the '80s.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's pretty cool. I'll have to pay attention to that, I guess.
He
I'm-
said something about it a few weeks ago, and I'm.
It was
to
bef-
start looking at it.
It was
Yeah.
before we moved up there. We moved up there. We were up there in '89 when they robbed us.
Yeah, so it was
So-
before.
So it had to
okay.
be down at the old store.
So it had to be somewhere between 1982 and 1988, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, God, you just keep on sending that rain.
There he is.
Well, he sure is.
Getting it up on the map.
This is
It
it's
looks to me
amazing.
like you're
Folks
getting up-
like now, it's just pouring down the rain
but
out
now,
there.
God, I just got 4 tomato plants.
Yeah. Instead of 4,000 acres of them.
This is funny. Well, we got a few announcements. Woo. That's funny. All right, you had to do this one last week, or I think it was last week because it made me laugh just the way they've worded it on there. It's pretty funny. It's the Bledsoe County Rescue Squad. The event is going to be, let's see, June 19th. Well, you pick it up on June 19th. They're having Boston butts, but it says, buy a butt to save a butt. Smoked Boston butts, $35. This is at the Bledsoe County Rescue Squad, and you can pre-order the Boston butts. That started in May 11th and will continue through June the 16th, but the pickup date is June the 19th at the Bledsoe County Rescue Squad. But we can give you a number to call so you can order it. You can call, of course, both numbers. The area code is 423. It's 423-208-8883 or 994-8038. You can call either one of those numbers and order you a Boston butt for $35. And of course, it's going to go to a good cause because this is for the Bledsoe County Rescue Squad, which is also volunteer. We talked about the fire departments being volunteer. Well, they are too.
Yes, you're right.
You
That's
know,
a chunk
so-
of meat right there too. A whole
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be good.
I'm sure, and I'd say they'll do pretty well with that. I also want to tell you guys, we talked about this a little bit, so we'll tell you again because it's coming up. They do this every summer though, Papa. It's the annual summer reading program at the Bledsoe County Library. This year,
Kathy Britt's going to do
yeah, she's going to be doing it. It's called Easy Peasy this year. I like that. And it's going to be outdoors this year. I think that's good too. And my 3rd grade teacher, Miss Kathy Britt, is going to do story hour at the farmer's market across from the library each Thursday in June, starting on June the 3rd. And it will end on the 24th. Story hour will start at 10:30 a.m. And it'll last about an hour. Each child will receive a chain and a brag tag for each attendance. After the reading, they plan to go to Ember's Ice Cream Shop And we'll be talking about them a little bit later because we're going to be over there too next week. But they'll go to Ember's Ice Cream Shop and they will, of course, stop at the library. The library has lots of new children's books available for checkout. Now, it is important to keep reading and learning all summer. Avoid the dreaded summer slump by reading or listening to your child for at least 20 minutes per day. Now, in case of rain, they're going to go directly to Ember's Ice Cream Shop, so that's good. They'll be able to have it no matter what. But for more info, folks, call this number, 447-2817. That's 447-2817. That is for the annual summer reading program, Buttsville County Library. Easy peasy with Miss Kathy Brett.
Kathy, if you need any help, I'll be tickled to death to help you. Get to go to the Ember's Ice Cream Shop.
She might take you up on that.
I love to read. I love to tell stories.
And folks, we'll be promoting Hot and Heavy this next week. The Albert and Billy show will be across the street at Ember's Ice Cream Shop. We're going to be filming an episode over there in front of a live audience, like we did on our 100th episode. You can go back and watch that on BTC Fiber YouTube. That was a great crowd that night. They really participated, didn't they?
Yeah.
They're doing good. So I think we'll have another lively crowd over there. And there's going to be all kinds of people in town anyway that day because it's part of the car show,
Yep.
farmers market.
It'll be the first weekend that they try out the
Farmers-
spin out.
That
the
too,
band.
yeah. So I mean a lot, and I think there's a band that's going to be playing.
Yeah,
A lot of
yeah.
stuff going on that day.
Farmers market that morning.
Yeah, and yeah, they'll be there that morning. I think they're there till 1 o'clock. So a lot of stuff going on, and but of course you need to come and see me and Papa at the Ember's Ice Cream Shop, and Darryl will be there as well.
I will.
And that'll be next Saturday. Hard to believe, in front of an audience. So if you want to be a part of that, come see us
Be
next
at 2 o'clock?
Saturday.
Is that what
I think it's going to be at 2 o'clock. Is that what he wants? I'm
think
pretty
that's-
sure it's 2 o'clock.
that way
next-
the other event will be out of the way.
That's true. Yeah. So it's at 2 o'clock next Saturday. Come out and be part of the live audience for a taping of the Albert and Billy show. We'll be glad to have you.
If it goes over well, do you think it would be possible that we could jerk Cliff around a little bit and do it once a month?
I would be open to that. I would be open to that. And Cliff, I probably would too. I enjoyed filming it in front of a live audience. I like it when we do that. I fed off the energy.
Very soon too. We'll have some dates on that.
Okay, good. I'm looking forward to that too.
Yeah, they got make
And that would be, that could be in front of people too, you know,
yeah,
that,
totally,
so, hopefully we'll be able to do that real soon. That'll be good. That'll be the Mercantile down in Dunlap, Tennessee, folks, and as soon as we get a date set in stone on that, we'll be, telling you guys all about it.
And if you want a cowboy hat, I want to throw this in there. If you want a cool cowboy hat, you need to go to the Mercantile building down there and tell them that Albert and Billy and Daryl sent you down there just to look at their cowboy hats. They got
Oh, really?
some of the coolest hats. There's just so many different kinds. I mean, it's really becoming a cowboy hat.
Really?
You know, it really
It's like their brand there.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
I never thought about wearing a cowboy hat.
You look good on one.
I'd like to see it. I'd like to see it. That'll be his Halloween. Now we know what Papa will be for Halloween.
Yeah.
He's gonna be a cowboy.
There's certain programs that you watch on television. That man that you're watching that's a cowboy, he has a certain style that he wears his hat. And you just look, some of them are very distinguishable.
True.
Because of the way they wear theirs, different from anyone else.
Yeah, that is true. Never thought about that, but you're right, Papa. Well, you've got to. Oh, go ahead.
One of the favorite types of shows on television now, I think, are westerns.
Well, they've all. I mean, it's always.
My
been.
very favorite is Have Gun Will Travel.
I remember that. I remember that. But there's several that's mainstays that still are on television that
I don't think
we're talking about a long time
they'll
ago.
always be popular, I think.
Here in Pikeville on Saturday we always had a Western in the movie. It was always a Western.
Yeah,
and you got to
and
see
it was right next door there.
Right next door. You had to see the matinee in the afternoon, but the same movie would be that night.
Yeah.
And
Well, I'm sure they were huge back then, even more so.
Well, you had your A type movies, you had your stars, then you had your B grade movie stars, and so you had a mix up of different kinds of characters, but it was always a Western. And I've got the list somewhere of all the cowboys that were ever on Saturday, and it was amazing.
Well, you'll have to get that. And why you've got an announcement for us, and I'm going to make sure that I've not forgot a birthday while you tell everybody about that.
This will be tomorrow now, and it will be conducted out at the AutoZone parking lot. It is the Bledsoe County Rescue Squad Summer Car Wash. They're going to be washing your car for you tomorrow, if God will stop this rain.
I don't know the forecast for tomorrow. Do you? I don't think it's supposed to.
There's not any rain. I believe our rain's about over. God, you did those 4 tomato plants. Thank you. This will be from 10 o'clock in the morning until 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. So you have a 4-hour window in which to drive from wherever you live in Bledsoe County to the AutoZone parking lot. And let me tell you, they have not published a price for you to pay them to wash your car. But don't be cheap. These people are serving the people of Bledsoe County, and they're serving them well. So remember
that's true.
Remember that whenever you have your car washed tomorrow, and how much you give them. Don't give them $1.
No, that's an insult.
Don't give them $5.
Well, I mean, that's a lot better than $1, and some people may not, can afford much more than $5.
You go to the car wash up here, what's the cheapest you can get it done for?
I'm really,
$5?
I guess 5 maybe. Is that right?
Yeah. So, I remember one time when we were having the benefit for Carolyn. Carolyn was sick.
Oh, I done great, yeah.
We raised $20,000. Where is that money, Carolyn? But I had one boy from school, a sophomore in high school, and he came to me and said, Albert, I went to the breakfast the other morning, and said, I turned around and then I went and bought another breakfast. I ate twice. And I thought, well, that is so sweet for a kid to do that.
That is. And Papa, your friend, I thought I was forgetting some birthdays today. That's why I checked. I knew I was forgetting something. And one of them is your good longtime friend, Roy Davis. Today's his birthday.
Today?
Yeah, 84?
Well, he looks like he's 94.
He does not.
I sent him 2 pictures the other day, and he called me thanking me for the pictures.
Oh, really? And he lives out in Crossville now.
He
watches our show regularly.
I got to talk to Louise for a while. He lets me talk to her.
Oh, good. Just make sure, let's see, that he's not the only one.
If I had known that, I would have sent you a card, Roy.
Yeah, he should have known, shouldn't he, Roy? Get on him, Roy. Happy birthday, Roy, though. And also happy birthday to Michael Campbell. Happy birthday, buddy. Today's his birthday, too. So, happy birthday to Roy Davis and Michael Campbell and Wanda McGee. And then also tomorrow is Danielle Turner. I'm trying to make sure I'm not leaving anybody out that has asked me to do this. I will check on tomorrow just to make sure. If I do leave you out, I promise it's not intentionally, folks. Definitely not intentionally. Happy birthday tomorrow to Miles Sapp. He also watches our show. Too. Miles Sapp. Happy birthday to him. So, there's the birthdays.
How many birthdays do you have, Billy?
All throughout the week on the radio station.
I'm talking about Billy Bridges. How many birthdays have you had?
Oh, a lot. Oh, not a lot. Not a lot.
No. You only have one birthday. The day you are born is your birthday.
You go right off the bat.
Already into it. Really, that's a good way to go into trivia.
It is. It is.
Sure is. Because that's all your announcements, so we'll get into some trivia.
But I just happened to think of that.
Well, man, he's always
We call
doing me
them
like
birthdays. But it's really,
that is true.
you don't have but one
That is
birthday.
true.
Thank goodness.
He's good at these trick questions. He's good at these trick questions.
All right, trivia. Caviar, actually, what is caviar?
Oh, that's fish eggs.
What do you call them?
Fish eggs. Caviar.
3 letters.
Now I don't know. I've just known it as fish eggs, and I got it right. Because that is exactly what caviar is.
R-O-E.
I don't even know what
I would
that.
have never gotten.
No, come on, Papa.
All right, call it fish eggs.
Well, that's what it is.
Yeah, you don't want to say that at dinner.
Well, I've
Who
never
thinks
heard
fish
of roll.
eggs?
I don't think I've ever heard it called roll though.
Well,
Roe. Oh, okay, maybe so.
Billy,
Maybe.
just stick with me. The VIP in a hive.
The VIP in a what?
In a hive. H-I-V.
Oh, the queen bee.
The queen.
Yeah.
She is the VIP.
She sure is. She rules the roost.
What is the bearer of a twig? Where does a twig live?
Oh, a tree?
In a tree.
Oh.
They're full of twigs.
I
And
looked up and
limbs.
saw that tree.
And limbs. But the twig is a small limb.
Very small. Very small.
How do you... You wonder where some of these come from too, don't
I
you?
want to look up twigs.
I do all the time. I do all the time.
Like a skinny chick or so, a skinny girl or whatever.
Yeah.
Right across the street from us where the farmer's market is, up to
Yeah.
the front here on the sidewalk, there was a building there, and it was
Oh, I remember that.
King Dickens had a store there that you
We
could...
talked about that
All right.
one time. Mike Deacons,
All
right?
right, Mike Dickens' grandfather.
Oh, okay. Oh,
King-
yeah, that's
King
right.
Dickens.
Bill Deacons.
Yeah.
Wasn't it Bill that had a
Bill's
barbecue
daddy.
restaurant?
Yeah, Bill. All right. But right next door to us here to the right, Judy has a business in there, and she sells material.
She does. She
All right.
does.
How do you measure the cloth you sell if you are in the business?
Oh, God.
How do you measure it? She has a measuring rod on top of her counter. If you go in there and buy some material
Yard.
to make by the yard. By the yard. But if you just
3 feet.
But if you just want 6 inches, it's kind of hard to do.
There goes that remnant.
There's the my pastor preaches the remnant on a regular basis. I think we mentioned it in Joel the other day. We have Bible study for the inmates at jail, and I think we mentioned the remnant either in Hosea or Joel, one of the other.
The remnant is the most important part because after they get rid of that remnant, they get to order a new, you know what it's called?
New bolt.
A new bolt. That's right. Oh, that was trivia from Daryl.
I know, like y'all could have put that on trivia, but I'm glad y'all didn't.
You wouldn't have got that.
No.
That's pretty good.
Okay, Aykroyd or Marino?
Dan
Man.
Aykroyd and Dan Marino.
All right.
Miami Dolphin quarterback and a famous actor. comedian.
If your engine is running in idle, what gear is it in?
Neutral?
Neutral. I had to learn to drive a car with a clutch.
Oh yeah, I'd say so.
And
like when you first learned, yeah.
And it makes some noises sometimes in shooting.
It will, won't it? It sure will.
The Parthenon site. Where is the Parthenon located?
Man.
Nashville.
Is it?
Oh.
In another country. In another
There is
country.
Parthenon in Nashville.
Yeah, you're right.
Dang it, Lifeline. Do you know the country?
The Parthenon is located.
I'm asking my Lifeline. You know,
it's in where they had the Great Colosseum.
Right.
Rome, Italy,
Georgia.
Greece. Greece.
Greece.
Dang it! It is Greece. Dang it.
I'm glad you remembered it.
I would have said wrong too. Sorry.
Yeah, well, I know they're similar. They seem like, but yeah. Okay.
Last question. Zig's opposite.
Zag. Ooh, yeah.
You're good, buddy.
All right. Well,
You
we'll
didn't do
take.
too badly.
No, and those
Those were tricky, weren't they?
They were tricky. That's a good word for it. I didn't say difficult or hard, but
Bear
they
in
were
mind,
tricky.
Billy, that I've got to come up with some of these every week.
True.
I don't have
You do
to.
good.
But you nor Vicky, either one, has come up with anything to take its place.
I need to do some trivia for him sometime, don't I, folks?
Yeah, there you
Strip
go.
him up.
Because whatever hits your mind won't hit my mind.
Exactly. And I know that's a good idea. When we did the 100th episode in front of the audience,
remember.
you had to do trivia from the audience. was it?
Yeah.
We need to do that again. Yes. We'll do that.
Show
We'll do that.
the ignorant I was.
Well, coming up after the break, folks, we'll have some sports of all sorts for you. And then we'll have some good old Albertology after that.
We've got some good sports stories.
All right. That's all coming up next. Keep it right here.
See you.
Ben Buckner here, General Manager of Victory Pre-Owned of Dunlap. I'm here to let everyone know that Victory offers a full-service garage open to the public. Our mechanics are ASE certified and locally known and have over 20 years of experience. From our $29.95 oil change to complete car care, no job is too big or too small. Come in and check us out, 15480 Rankin Avenue, right in the middle of Dunlap, Tennessee.
I'll take care of less today, Dylan. Oh, doggone, I lost my debit card.
Hey, use that new Mountain Valley Bank app we got. You know, Card Valet. You can freeze your card so nobody can use it till you find it.
That's a good idea, Dylan. Where was the last place I used my debit card?
I don't know. Hurry up. I can't stay until I hear error. I feel like I'm doing the mannequin challenge. I'm gonna end up with lockjaw. Thank God.
The app freezes my debit card, Dylan, not you.
Oh.
Welcome to the Dunlap Mercantile, located in the heart of the beautiful Sequatchie Valley at 15664 Rankin Avenue in Dunlap, Tennessee. Stop in today for some Mayfield ice cream or a cup of community coffee, and if you're interested in renting this venue for your event, call 423-949-2552. Stay tuned to DunlapMercantile.com for concerts and events coming to the Dunlap Mercantile in 2021. God bless.
And welcome back to the Albert and Billy Show. It's Papa's writing in on the sponsors, and we'll go ahead and thank our sponsors, and then I've got an announcement on next week's episode at Ember's Ice Cream Shop in front of an audience, okay? But thank you to Citizens Tri-County Bank right on North Main Street, downtown Pikeville. Bilberry Insurance on Spring Street. Go see Frank, Susan, and of course Sadie, their little dog. She's my buddy. For all your insurance needs. Scotty's of Pikeville, also on Main Street, home of the Scotty Burger, as Papa says, right?
They have good biscuits too.
Oh yeah, I could have told you that.
I went up there.
They do have a good breakfast.
They have a great breakfast.
They
Eggs and
really
bacon
do.
and
I
sausage
know.
or whatever you
Well, I
want.
can't eat the sausage and I can't eat the bacon.
Oh yeah, that's right.
But I went up there to get a biscuit the other morning, and Vicky gave me the biscuit.
Ooh, good. Well, that's nice of her.
That's
Of course, you
nice.
give them brownies. They love your
Well,
brownies.
I give them brownies.
Papa's brownies are famous, folks. Let me tell you, his brownies are famous. They are really good, though. And I'm not even a big brownie person, but I do like his. I like yours.
I took a big batch to the church supper Wednesday night,
Yeah?
and I went in there to get my plate, and the ones that were left, when he left, I'm going to take them home. I'm going to take them home with me.
You wanted at least one, didn't you? Also, thank you to the offices of Emma Boynton, Lisa Wheeler, and Michael Walker. Thank you, guys. Farm Bureau Insurance. Go see Matt Massengale and his friendly staff down in South Pikeville. They're right next to Putnam Reed Funeral Home. Pikeville Family Dentistry, right across the street, catty corner from us here on Main Street. The Loom, we talked about them earlier. Our next door neighbor on Cumberland Avenue, Judy Yates. Go see her. Basically, a little bit of everything. I mean, you can get clothes, alterations, flowers, yeah. A little bit of everything over there at the Loom on Cumberland Avenue. And then, of course, Nickel Roll Antiques, even closer neighbor, they're right in here with us. Come see the friendly folks here at Nickel Roll Antiques. And as I always say, you can, if you've not checked it out, you can watch an episode of the Albert Billy Show on BTC Fiber YouTube. It's episode 153. That's where we filmed the Nickel Roll Antiques, so you can take a visual tour of it if you want to. Check that episode out and you can see all about Nickel Roll Antiques. Morgan Brothers and the venue. Thank you guys. Gibbs Pools. State Farm Insurance. Nick Smith and his friendly staff over on the bypass. Mill Down Outdoor Adventures. I definitely want to thank them, and got to get a hold of you, Timmy Campbell, because we're going to come film there for sure. And also the Country Gospel Bluegrass Show, which is every Sunday right here on WUAT in the mornings. 8 o'clock. God's time. I like that.
So Amber's is going to be on the 5th. That's a Saturday, right?
Yes. Next Saturday, June the 5th. The show, the taping of the episode will start at 11 a.m. So you guys are invited to come out and watch a taping of the Albert and Billy Show. That is next Saturday, June the 5th. We'll be filming an episode, the next episode actually, will be filmed in front of a live audience. And you'll also have refreshments and food, drinks, a little bit of everything. So come on out, you'll have a good time. And it's part of the every first Saturday of each month they have this event where they have the car show, the cruise in. It's part of the cruise in event, and it used to be called Summer Nights. They'll have a concert that night on the Main Street stage. The farmers market will be open that day. A lot of stuff will be going on that day.
Wasn't there some movies shown?
There used to be.
That was the way it used to be.
Yes, but I'm not confident enough on that now. I don't know.
I heard something about it, but I'm not positive about that either.
I never did get to see that movie.
I know. It drove him crazy. The Patriot. They were supposed to show the Patriot one weekend by Georgia, and they didn't.
I like his
Papa
pigtail.
has not forgotten.
I like his pigtail.
Yeah. So it's time for sports of all sorts. I do want to remind people, though, I didn't catch this, but this is about the event that we're just talking about. The band that will be playing on June the 5th is the Sullivan Band. That's awesome.
Oh,
They'll be a great crowd
They're
there.
local.
They are local. They're a great band, and they will be taking the stage at 7 p.m. on the Main Street stage. So that's awesome. Good deal. Good deal.
A lot going on.
Lot going on.
We don't want this rain that we got right now. God, you listen.
That's right. And I did not see this. Daggone, Papa, I missed this one too. A multi-family yard sale, June 18th and 19th, 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Mount Crest United Methodist Church, which of course is right next to Mary V. Wheeler Elementary School on Highway 30 West. So I didn't catch that announcement, but it's June 18th and 19th, 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Mount Crest United Methodist Church.
That's a good idea.
That is a multi-family yard sale.
Because in a church, you've got several families.
That's true.
So you can have a lot of drawing power of people to come and look at your wares, what you have to offer.
It's very smart, actually. Very smart. All right, well, what we got going on in sports? I mean, I know of a few things, but...
Sports of all sorts.
I seen something that I talked to the lady that's doing the girls' soccer.
Oh, really?
And she's down at the high school. Bledsoe County.
Yeah.
And she said they're going to have a really good year this year. I seen her over at Amber's a little bit ago.
Oh, really?
Sports, so that
when does it start, reckon?
You know, I think the middle of summer don't soccer start, or right around there.
Well, I would think the high school, though, would start maybe...
Before that, I'm not really sure. I didn't ask. But I know they're already at practice and doing all this stuff. But I didn't mean to interrupt you guys.
We will have to... we'll have to find that out and get them on here.
Yeah, I'm proud of the blue. All the blue guys down there.
Absolutely.
Well, we want to talk about baseball.
Of course, your Dodgers.
No, I don't want to talk about my Dodgers yet.
Oh, that means they're not doing good, folks.
In the SEC, the regular season is over, and now we're in tourney time. We're in Hoover, Alabama.
Tournament.
We're in Hoover, Alabama for the SEC tournament.
Cool.
It's double elimination.
Yeah, they
Tennessee
usually are.
played Alabama earlier and lost 3-2 in 11 innings. Tennessee seeded number 2, Alabama seeded number 10.
Ooh, that's
so
a bad
it was definitely
loss,
an upset.
Ooh,
well,
not a good start.
What happened in between? Alabama got beat in their second game by Florida. Tennessee won their second game over Mississippi State.
Okay.
So Tennessee and Alabama will clash again today at 11.
Oh.
Which is already over.
I hope they won. I can find out real quick for you while you tell us a little bit more more about baseball. And do we know anything about the Lady Vols softball season? Are they any good this year?
No, not yet.
Y'all doing a live show? So cool, man. I'm interrupting. Only on Pikeville, Tennessee.
That's right. Oh, you'll be with us next week for sure there, buddy.
Next week.
That's right. And I did just announce that, so...
Where's it at?
Ember's Ice Cream Shop.
We'll see you at 11 to 1, everybody.
That's right. And there will be food.
Saturday.
Since we have you here real quick, tell us about the food. While I pull up the UT ball game and see if we won.
Cheese dip,
and Fritos.
And that's a lie.
No,
This
we're
is
gonna-
Cliff.
hot dog in
This
town.
is Cliff.
It is a good hot dog in
best
town.
hot dog.
Yeah.
This is
It
Cliff
good.
Fowler, everyone.
Hey, everybody, if you don't
Watching,
already- if you don't.
listening and watching, and he is owner of Ember's Ice Cream Shop. And
Actually, my wife is. I'm the unworthy.
I was looking forward to cheese dip and
Owner
Fritos.
operator.
Owner operator, yeah.
now I know
No,
you'll
we
have
look
your
on it.
hot dogs and hamburgers,
We have
right?
hot dogs, hamburgers, and then we have bratwurst, peppers, and onions.
And
Oh,
then the
yeah, that's
Darryl
so
special,
good. That's
the
so
Darryl-
good.
The Darryl Gibbs special
That's the jumbo banana split.
jumbo banana split.
Oh,
If you can eat one of them, you
man.
did good.
I don't know if I can eat it all, but I'm going to give it an attempt that day.
Well,
That's what I'm going to
only
get.
if Darryl says you can.
You better
Anybody can
say.
try Darryl special at Ember's Ice Cream anytime
Yeah.
they want to.
Yeah, I
I'll
know.
give them complete.
It'll be fun. Yeah.
Can you
and
handle,
all
can
our
you
food
handle the whole?
is,
Yeah.
all
He
our
makes it
food,
special for me.
like a quarter pound hot dog, chips and a drink's $5.
Wow.
No, that's not bad at all.
Cheeseburger, chips and a drink, $6, and a bratwurst, peppers, onions, chips and
Which is
drink
really,
$7.
really,
So
really
it's very
good.
inexpensive, and every one of them will fill you up.
That's right. So
Then you can't eat a banana.
you're there. You're there in the audience
If you
seeing
can
a
eat a banana
live.
split after you've eaten one of them,
Yeah.
you can eat.
Well, that is true.
Yeah.
I may have to.
Maybe we'll see if Al can do it.
I may have to eat in portions, and then I may not be able to pick out on the hot dog
A
that
half
day,
banana split.
just so I can eat
Half
the banana
You
split.
can do that.
I'll have. Yeah, that's probably what I have to
I'll
do.
get you a baby one.
Yeah, because I'll pig out on that hot dog cliff. I know I will.
Yeah, for all the people out there that are high that morning, now they can come
Yeah.
and find it.
Yeah, they'll have the
We'll reach
they'll
out
have
to-
the munchies.
Well, I'm just talking about reaching a different demographic than we're used to. All right.
And
The
11.
language used on Albert and Billy is no responsibility.
Yeah, no responsibility. Yeah, we didn't pre-record this or anything else like that. Call Vicky.
And I cannot find this dang score.
Anyway,
Papa, so-
11 to 1.
Yeah,
Ice cream next
Then the young
Saturday.
Republicans come in.
right. That'll be after that. So
Y'all can chase them in, or they'll chase y'all out.
we'll welcome them there.
Yeah.
And
So we need a couple Democrats to stick around.
what is the name of the event? Is it
Battle Royal.
Summer Nights? What is it?
Oh,
I know it's the
cruise-ins?
cruise in. Is that what the event is called? Basically, it's
Well,
the
it
first
really
Saturday. of each month.
it's first Saturday, May through October.
Uh-huh.
So it really passes summer.
True.
I don't know what
But-
they call
but I know they used to call it that,
Yeah.
but I know it's the
Do
cruise
they still have
in, the farmers
movie?
market.
We were talking about the movie.
They were the Main Street Committee was talking about the movie through the summer. And I don't know if they found who's going to volunteer to be there on certain Saturdays and
Oh, and there you go.
one time they cooked out popcorn and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
They
that was
did.
a lot of people showed up.
Yeah,
for that, too.
we cooked out popcorn and donated it to the people. And
Yes,
but then
yeah,
people came in and bought ice cream, so it worked out good for everybody, and people had something to do. And I don't know what they're going to do this time.
Well, yeah, and that was like what was it last year or 2 years ago?
2 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Probably when you were talking about Papa, he wanted to see the Patriot.
But now it's I don't know if they'll have mask required or something. It's kind of hard to eat popcorn with a mask.
not here in Tennessee.
Not in Tennessee.
No,
It's going to be all right.
I don't think. Yeah, I won't be wearing one. I can tell you that.
Yeah.
I've done had it, and I'm over
Did y'all get
the
the shot?
mask. I will not get the shot.
You're not going to get. Oh, you're
I've already had it. Well, I've already had it, and I'm not
Yeah.
scared of it.
No, leave it alone. People love this stuff. This is the inner working.
The inner workings
Exactly.
gears of the
Yeah.
Albert and Billy show.
Behind the scene.
Exactly.
Albert's fixing to walk out on us
Yeah.
if we don't
Okay,
get
but
his
we'll get back to
boards
Albert.
all
Sorry,
boards in.
Albert.
Oh, that's all right. Yeah,
Okay.
we'll talk about the pandemic another time.
You're gonna get tagged on Facebook.
Yeah,
for
you can get
that.
tagged for a lot of stuff. Bye, guys.
Do you think I care? No.
Okay, back to sport.
Not only did Alabama defeat us in baseball,
I was wanting to find that score, but I couldn't.
Alabama won. They beat us in the men's basketball tournament. They beat us in
Oh.
the men's softball tournament.
Wow.
Women's
They beat
league.
us this past year.
Oh.
They beat us in the baseball tournament. And
Dang.
last October, they thrashed us in football.
And they've done that for the past how many years now?
Well, 10 or 12.
And you're not exaggerating either. It really is
I
that.
believe about 12 years. But last October it was 48-17. So
Boy, I know it.
I'm telling you, if you want to go to Florida from Tennessee, go another route other than Alabama. Now in baseball,
I'm gonna find that score at some point.
in pro baseball, the Braves are in third place.
Okay.
They are 2.5 games out of first.
Not
My
bad.
Dodgers are in second place, 1 game out of first.
Oh, well, then your Dodgers have
Come back.
improved, Papa. Because your Dodgers weren't doing. They weren't
They
doing
were
so great the
3.5
last couple of
behind,
weeks.
and they were in third or fourth place.
Oh, so he'll start talking about them more now, folks. Just wait and see.
Now in golf, the PGA Championship came to a climax last Sunday
Yeah.
in South Carolina. The winner was a 50-year-old man by the name of Phil Mickelson. He had,
Oh yeah, he's.
in 161 years of professional golf, no man 50 years old had ever won a PGA Championship.
Oh, I didn't know that. I'm kind of surprised because so many people that age play golf. You know, I didn't know that. But he's a great golfer, isn't he? Like,
Well, he's
had a great career.
in the golf tournament that started yesterday. He's 10 strokes behind,
Right.
but he
Right.
won that tournament.
But I'm just saying, I'm pretty sure he's had a pretty stellar career overall.
Yeah,
I've heard of him.
he's won 5 major championships.
Oh yeah, that's real.
My
good.
wife was making me watch it last Saturday.
Golf.
Golf. She
I
loves
love
golf.
sports, but no, that's one I cannot watch on
And
TV.
I said, so that's the Jack Nicholson son or something? She says, oh, he's not related.
No, Mickelson.
Yes, and that's
Yeah.
what she said. Oh, not Jack Nicholson.
That shows how bad you.
That's like, that's how much I know.
Well, now Nicholson, his name is Jack Nicklaus,
Yeah.
and Phil
Oh, they call him-
Mickelson.
You're right. And Jack Nicklaus, even though this is one sport I don't know a whole lot about, but Jack Nicklaus, wasn't he called the Golden Bear or
Golden
something like
Bear.
that?
She set me straight like that.
He has won more championships than any other golfer.
I thought so. And then, of course, I know Arnold Palmer is a real famous golfer.
Arnold Palmer is probably second.
He's got a drink named
Probably.
after him.
No one ever did as much for golf as Arnold Palmer did.
He must have brought a lot of attention to the sport or something because
He
he was
when
very famous.
He was tremendous.
And when you think golf, honestly, you think of those two. You think of Arnold Palmer and Jack Nicklaus, and then Tiger Woods. I mean, those are your
Tiger Woods
most.
is having a very
famous
stressful
ones.
time of
Well-
getting his legs to work.
Well, he
He
wants to get back to where he was,
They're
but
saying he's probably saying he's not going to be able to.
Probably
because
not gonna be
he's
able
having a
He was
really tough
he was
time.
struggling anyway on his
They were saying
comeback.
on the news this morning.
okay. In gymnastics,
Whoa.
Simone Bowles is
Yeah.
back.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
She was the 2016
Yeah.
Olympic champion. She
Yeah,
was-
she had a great 2016 Olympics.
She's trying out for this year's Summer Olympics,
I'm
and
gonna
they're
go on
gonna
a
be
limb and
held
say she'll
in-
make it.
Tokyo, Japan.
Yeah.
But I've got a footnote about that in a minute.
Yeah.
She's 24 years old now,
hmm
but she looked like a little kid back in 2016.
I thought so too. I didn't know she's 24
And
because
she set a world record for something that she did this last week that no girl had never done.
I don't know.
Like a double.
This
something.
She did,
This
but
past week.
yeah,
Oh wow.
but I don't know exactly how much that's gonna.
Well,
count
then
for
that
the
tells you
Olympics.
right there though that tells you right there she's still in prime.
Oh,
So she'll probably make
she'll
it.
make the Olympic team,
Yeah.
no doubt about that. Okay, Mickelson won $2,180,000 in that tournament.
Dang. And you know he's
$2,180,000.
that's a lot. And like he's a 5-time major winner, so he's got a lot more money. There's a lot more where that comes
You
from.
know what they said in the paper this morning? They said, "Well, Phil, you're 10 strokes behind. The man that's ahead right now is Jordan Spieth. He's tied with Sergio Garcia from Spain.
Mm-hmm.
And so they said to Phil, you won last week. Here you are 10 strokes behind. He said, well, just remember, I won last week.
That's right. It's a good comeback.
Football. Tennessee, their record last year was 3 wins and 7 losses. They're going to be penalized this year because they had a bad year last year.
Mm-hmm.
2 of their games coming up in September. One is against Pittsburgh, and the next one is against Tennessee Tech.
Okay.
They're going to schedule those games for 11 o'clock in the morning.
That's cause
because they have no drawing power. Okay, their
They're going to
first
have to
game.
completely start over in a sense.
The first game is with Bowling Green.
Yeah.
And it's going to be pushed back to Thursday instead of Saturday.
Oh my God.
And it'll be at
Wow.
It'll be at 7 o'clock our time, and it will be on ESPN SEC network.
Wow, how the mighty have fallen.
How the mighty have fallen. Now I have a note about the Olympics. Today, the head doctor in Japan, over all of the doctors in Japan, I couldn't pronounce his name, but he said all this hubbub about the Olympics with 15,000 athletes coming, 20,000, tens of thousands of officials and judges and media and broadcasters, plus no telling how many fans. He says it's going to be dangerous because of variants of the COVID.
Right.
And he is suggesting from the medical profession, don't have the Olympics in Tokyo.
Right.
But the Olympic Committee is silent. They made no comment whatsoever.
Well, they were supposed to have the Olympics last year and didn't because of COVID.
They had to let it go.
I think they're going to have to. I don't know. At some point, you got to go on with life. It's getting beyond ridiculous. This is a disease with a 99% survival rate. You don't shut down everything with a disease with a 99% survival rate. It's insane.
But
it's
we
ridiculous.
don't know how well the other companies have got on top of it.
Other countries?
Other countries.
I don't know about Japan, but I would say, I don't know. I don't know. Not really heard on Japan.
And listen, headlines today on front page, they're still not certain about where this variant started from.
Come from a Wuhan lab, I believe.
That's what I've always heard.
And Dr. Fauci is, I truly believe
he's too close together.
I think he's fixing to get in a little trouble. They're really grilling him in Congress this week about all that.
All right.
So maybe we'll find out.
In tennis, the French Open will start Sunday. For the first time, Federer and Djokovic, how do you pronounce it?
Djokovic, yeah.
And Nadal are all in the same bracket.
Oh my God.
Only one of them can compete in the finals.
How in the world did that happen?
Did they let the 3 greatest tennis players in the world be put in the same bracket?
I don't know. I can't believe that.
I read that in today's paper, Billy.
Wow.
It upset me.
Well, yeah, because whoever gets through that, they're not going to have anything left in the final. They'll be spent. Yeah. You dang right.
Well, they'll be playing each other.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So whoever does survive that, they're not going to have nothing left in the tank.
But one of those 3 is going to come out on top, but at the expense of the other 2.
Exactly. I think there might. Dang, this might be the first year in a long time that Rafael Nadal doesn't win the French Open then, because if he does make the final, he is going to be spent, like you said, and the other opponent's going to have a clear advantage. Clear advantage. That's crazy.
That's it
Wow.
for sports.
Well, what a way to end it. I did not know that.
How much time do you want to spend on now?
Albertology. Albertology.
Well, we got to do some Albertology.
Well, of course.
We got to do some jokes.
We'll end with some jokes.
General Omar Bradley said this: the way to win an atomic war is to make certain it never starts.
That's a good one. I like that. I like that.
Truman in 1945 is the one that started the atomic age.
That is true.
He made the decision.
We talked about that too.
He made
It's
the
interesting.
decision.
He had some.
And the reason he made that decision was to save the lives of thousands and thousands of soldiers, because they were going to have to take over Tokyo.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, he had to. He had to. I think you have to have somebody like that to make bold decisions like that. You know, you have to.
He did it.
You have to have a leader that's willing to do that.
Do you know who Pink is?
Yes, a singer. Yes.
All right. This is what
Very talented.
Pink said this: the most important jewels that will ever be wrapped around your neck are the arms of your children.
Oh, that's. I like that, and
I love that.
And she's a rocker chick. She's a rocker chick, so I'm surprised. But she's cool. Pink said that. She's cool. She's got some good songs.
This is a quote from Crypto Quote: gold medals aren't really made of gold. They're made of sweat, determination, and a hard-to-find alloy called guts.
That's right. That's right. That's
and
exactly
really,
right.
the gold medals are not made completely out of gold.
I think I've heard that before, actually.
I told him.
Okay.
Benjamin Franklin said this, and it makes so much sense. Ben Franklin had a level head on his shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
He said, be civil to all, and there's a lot of uncivilized people talking to each other nowadays.
Right now, for sure. And
people are not civil toward one another.
No.
He says, be sociable to many, be familiar with few, friend to one. I said when Mac Brown died, and I preached his funeral, that Mac Brown had 5 close friends. And I said, all 5 of you are here, and I'm one of them.
Mm-hmm.
But I said, when Albert Roberts dies, whoever preaches his funeral will have to say Albert Roberts has 1 close friend. Benjamin Franklin says, friend to 1,
wow.
Enemy to none.
Wow, that's the way it should be. That's the way it should be.
How many of us can say we have no enemies?
Well, we shouldn't, but you know, a lot of the arguments today is some of the things we were talking about earlier. You know, a lot of people are getting. I've seen friendships end over that. You can't do that. You can't do that. I mean, it's not.
Friendships are very important.
Yeah.
Friendships are very important. But I'm not kidding. Not very many people I've ever known has more than 1 or 2 close friends. Who are you going to bare your soul to? Who are you going to tell about your finances? Who are you going to tell about your love affairs?
Right. That's true. You can only have a few close friends. That's true.
Marilyn says this in answer to this question. Most stars are millions or even billions of light years away.
That's crazy.
So many of the stars we see in the night sky no longer exist.
Really?
Because they have already burned out. By the time it reaches us.
Wow.
So here's her answer.
I never thought of that.
First, the stars we can see with the unaided eye are much closer, less than about 1,000 light years away. Still, because stars are so extremely long-lived, it is almost certain that the vast majority of them, including the distant ones that require a telescope to view, are still twinkling away. But it's quite true that even if the brightest star in the sky, which is Sirius, which is relatively close at 8.6 light years away,
that's
were
crazy.
to disappear tomorrow, we wouldn't know about it for 10 years.
I've never thought about that. That's crazy.
Shakes you up. That shakes you up.
That is crazy.
My Fair Lady is back.
Is it?
May the 25th, there was a debut of My Fair Lady. Here's some fun facts about Audrey Hepburn was the star.
Yeah, she's a legend.
Originally, and Rex Harrison was the male counterpart.
Mm-hmm.
Shirley Jones, Shirley MacLaine, Connie Stevens, and Elizabeth Taylor were all considered for the role of Eliza.
All legends then.
And none of them wanted it.
But wow, I bet they regretted that later.
So Julie Andrews played Eliza on stage, but she was not famous enough to be the one for the movie.
It must have been when she's kind of starting out, I guess, then. Because she's another legend right there.
So they got Audrey Hepburn.
Wow.
But Audrey Hepburn's singing was subpar, so they got Marnie Nixon to do 80% of the singing for Audrey Hepburn in My Fair Lady.
Oh, okay. Now that's if they got Julie Andrews there.
Now she
can
could have
sing.
done the singing.
She can sing.
Bob Dylan, I told you last week.
Bob Dylan, he's pretty cool.
That Bob Dylan had sold his works, all of his collaborative works, for $300 million.
Mm-hmm.
But he's still famous. He's still making music.
Oh yeah, he'll always be famous.
He did an album last week.
Speaking of legends, he's a legend for sure.
He's 80 years old.
Yeah.
And they're having
and still rocking.
They're having a celebration at his home in Duluth, Minnesota. It's going to last for 9 days.
Wow.
And one radio station is going to play 80 of his top hits because he's 80 years old.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
And you might know the 3 songs he's best noted for. Like a Rolling Stone is number 1. Mm-hmm. The Times They Are A-Changin' is number 2. The third song is Blowing in the Wind.
And these are all way before my time, but just cause they live on, you know.
The only one I know is Blowing in the Wind.
Mm-hmm.
But this article, written by Peter Splendore, he says that these are 3 of the greatest songs of all time.
Oh.
And I did not know that.
I didn't know that either.
He was honored by President Barack Obama with the Medal of Freedom.
Oh, cool. I didn't know that either.
2012.
Wow.
Obama said there's no greater giant in music than Bob Dylan.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to argue with that. It
in
really
2016, he got the Nobel Prize for Literature. I mean, in literature.
Whoa, I didn't know that.
Because of his works that he wrote, the poetic form that he uses.
Okay, wow. That's interesting. I didn't realize that.
He has done more than 3 dozen studio albums, starting way back in '62.
Yeah, I'm sure.
He is some more character.
Yeah, born
in 1941. You know, Patricia.
Like I said, he's still rocking on.
Patricia
he really
was
is.
born in 1941.
Was she? So she would have been 80 then. Or turning 80 this year then.
I've got some presidents, but I think I better go ahead and do some jokes.
Yeah, probably so.
These presidents will have to wait. A thumbnail sketches.
Yeah, nah. We've heard enough politics. People are too serious about politics nowadays, so you can't even joke about it.
One day, a man went to an auction, and while there, he decided to bid on a parrot that was being auctioned off.
A what?
A parrot.
Oh,
a bird.
Yeah.
He really wanted this
Talking
bird, but he got caught up in the bidding. He kept increasing the bid because he wanted that bird, but someone kept bidding higher. So he bid higher and higher. Finally, after he did get the final bid, he had spent more money than he intended to spend, but he got the bird. And so as he's paying the auctioneer for the parrot, he says, well, I certainly hope this parrot can talk because I paid a lot more than I intended to pay. I don't want to find out that he can't talk. And the auctioneer said, oh, he can talk. He really can talk. Who do you think was outbidding you?
That's a good one.
That's a real good one.
I thought that was pretty good now.
I wasn't expecting that.
How do baby birds learn to fly?
How do baby birds learn to fly? I really don't know.
I found that out. I tore down a robin's nest over my downspout, and when I did it, 2 baby robins flew down on the ground. I've watched them.
Really?
They have matured. They've been hopping along with their mother, and the mother's been giving them a worm.
Oh.
They built that nest back.
They did?
Just weed for weed, straw for straw. I took a pole and knocked it down, threw it away. They built one back.
Wow.
That's interesting. I didn't
That
know
is.
That blew my mind. And those robins are all over the yard, bless their heart. If there are a dozen flies on the table and you swat one, how many are left?
Okay, what?
The teacher asked that, and this is what
okay.
this is what the students said.
Oh, that's what I would have thought, but
Just one, the dead one. The rest of them flew away.
yeah.
They would. Why did the fly fly?
Why did the fly?
The spider spied him.
Oh, yeah.
The spider spied him. This is that 56
Gold
book.
spider.
That's
Gold
it.
spider.
What do you call an overweight cat that's eaten too many Baskin Robbins? Why do you call an overweight cat
Garfield.
a flabby tabby?
Dang it. Oh, these are those kind of trick ones that I always get mad when I don't know it. Because when I hear the answer, it's like, well, you should have got that. 2 more.
All right. A famous art collector was strolling through the city when he noticed a mangy cat drinking milk from a saucer in the doorway of a store.
Okay.
He did a double take as he observed that the saucer was quite rare and very valuable. He walked casually into the store and offered to buy the cat for $2. The store owner replied, "I'm sorry, but the cat is not for sale." The collector persisted, saying, "Please, I need a hungry cat around the house to eat the mice. I'll pay you $25 for that cat." The owner said, "Sold!"
Yeah.
handed over the cat. So the collector, having seen that saucer,
Yeah.
he says, "For the $25, could you just throw in this saucer that he's been drinking the milk out of, so I won't have to purchase a dish to feed him in?"
Okay.
The owner replied, "Sorry, pal, but that's my lucky saucer. So far this week, I've sold 59 cats."
I wouldn't let him have it either. That was a good one to end it on, really. That was a good one.
End it on that one right there.
All right, and well, I found another announcement here, but that is far away, so I really didn't miss that one. So technically, we can talk about that next week. Once again, folks, remember next week. All right, if you guys are going to be in town, the cruise in is next Saturday, and you can come to Ember's Ice Cream Shop at 11 o'clock and watch a live taping of an episode of the Albert and Billy Show, and there'll be food and drinks and ice cream and all that good stuff available. So we'd love to see you there and be a part of the live audience, and we'll have you guys participating too. I like the idea of having the audience give Pawpaw some trivia questions. I like that idea. We're going to try to do that, Daryl.
Why can't they ask you trivia questions?
Because Billy's always asked trivia questions.
Just because I can ask questions does not mean I can answer them.
That's true, but we're going to find out. But like I said, folks, 11 o'clock, Ember's Ice Cream Shop. We would love to see you there. And you can be part of the audience to attend a taping of our next episode, actually, of the Albert and Billy Show. So
and those episodes that we film on Friday are shown on Monday.
Yes.
Not early Monday. You'll get a rerun probably the first half a day.
On Channel 18, yes. Now on YouTube, though, you can go to BTC Fiber YouTube, though. Now sometimes they're released on Monday, but sometimes they'll be released over the weekend.
Really?
Yeah, you can get those early. And be sure to go to BTC Fiber YouTube page and subscribe. We want you guys to be sure to get on there and like and subscribe. Thanks for joining us today. We'll see you guys hopefully live. Hopefully we'll see you in person next week.
Next Saturday.
That's right. For another edition of the Albert and Billy Show. So long, folks.
Bye-bye.
Hey folks, Albert and Billy here. You're watching us on Channel 18, BTC Fiber. Check us out on BTC Fiber YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe and like. And check out our Facebook page. Be sure to like and share. Thanks everybody for watching.